Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, I am actually trying to remember what we did in the last episode, but that's right, we checked out a few islands near here, and in this episode, it's time for us to do a very infamous quest in this. So you don't technically need to do this, but you can speak to the Deku Tree, and he'll give you an idea of this quest. How are things in the world, Link? As you can see, I'm slowly growing older and fibrier. It seems only my wisdom is full of vigor lately. That is just the way of life, child, and not the cause of sadness. If there's anything you wish to know, just ask. I'll aid you as I may. What is it you wish to know? Let's ask them about the Koroks. You wish to learn about the island Koroks. Are you concerned about the little Koroks who left the safety of our forest haven? It is indeed true that there are many islands on the Great Sea that have grown dark and dangerous. Who knows what perils might await my children? If it not too much to ask, Link, please offer my children assistance, should they need become dire. Can I count on you to check on them for me as you progress with your quests? I entrust their care to you. Forest Korok. We should know about the Koroks who remain here in the Forest Haven. You will find Hollow in the hole over there, researching potions. As for Makar, he is somewhere in Forest Haven, but I do not know where. Outside, perhaps? Well, he's not technically on Forest Haven anymore. I'm certain he's practicing his little leaf cello somewhere. You should be able to hear his music when you're near him. Tell me about the forest water. So you've learned of the secret of our Forest Haven. The forest water is a mythical and powerful odorant that fills the trees with life and divinity. With such water, it would be even possible to return life to a battered, withered tree. And yet, the forest water is quickly spoiled by the air outside of Forest Haven. Once it leaves the borders of this woods, it will lose its potency after just 30 minutes and become no different from ordinary water. I suppose it is thanks to such water that gnarled old trees have been able to live for so many long years. If you see the Koroks in trouble out there, I hope you can aid them while the forest water remains potent. I shall mark their locations on your sea chart. So like he mentions, he will mark their locations on the sea chart. Now I forget where exactly on the sea chart he marks them. But yeah. This is the quest that we need to do. I don't think he gives you a chart or anything, unless it's... Now let me just check all my charts. Because he says he's marked their locations, yet I don't see where on the charts he's marked them. So unless I'm an idiot and I don't know how to look at their locations... Anyway, yes, we need to use the forest water here. Because it's a part of the quest. So we got the forest water. Alright, you can use it multiple times, but it loses its forest freshness after just 30 minutes. So once you leave Forest Haven, this timer will start ticking down. You have 30 minutes to get to all, I think it's 7 Koroks to give them this water. This quest is very hard for obvious reasons, as the time limit, especially in the original, was very strict. In the original, you only had 20 minutes. In the HD, they bumped that by 10 minutes. So I will start cutting to all the islands that all the Koroks are in. Okay, so the marked Koroks now appear on my map now that I'm outside of Forest Haven. But I would highly recommend you getting the fast sail for this, as it can help save time, and also you need the Ballad of the Gales in order to do this quest, as there is no way you can sail to all these islands, I believe, in 30 minutes. Even with the fast sail. And also, a neat thing that they added in HD is that now a timer actually appears on the bottle. I believe no such timer appeared in the original game, so you had to sort of keep track of it on your own, using your own timer or counting it in your head. In this game, they actually go through the trouble of actually putting a timer on the bottle, so you know exactly how much time you have before the water becomes spoiled and just becomes regular ass water. The timer, I believe, will pause when you're like in cutscene, if you're talking to NPCs and such. I believe the timer will pause. I think there has to be active gameplay for the timer to tick down. I'm not sure if the timer is paused if you go into the home menu to plan out your route. But anyway. Yeah, but thankfully they were kind enough to up the time limits. That way you have more time to actually reach these trees. You're alive for at least 30 minutes, because if I don't get to the other trees, you will all die. Let's get to the boat and head to the next island. Which I think not the cannon, I think I'll use Ballad of the Gales to get to Forest Haven. As that will help save a bit of time. Thankfully, it is not like Ocarina of Time, where the moment you teleport, you just instantly lose time in your water and you automatically fail. Like some of the other side quests in Ocarina of Time, where if you use any of the teleporting songs, the game will penalize you for it. And be like, hi, you can't cheat this side quest, you have to manually walk over to these locations within the time limit. Anyway, I'll see you on the next island. Alright, the next island is our private oasis. As you remember, there's a dead tree here, so let's go and revive it. As soon as the boat is willing to stop. Anyway, let's go take care of that dead tree, because that tree is bringing down our property value. So let's get the property value back up. Also, make sure you're locked onto the tree when you're doing this bottle. You're alive to see the sunset. Anyway, now to our next location. Alright, our next location is Shark Island. There's a treasure here, but we'll grab the treasure here later, because I do have plans to return to Shark Island later this episode, after we're done with these Koroks. Anyway, come to the tail of the shark, and you will find the next tree here. Alright, I'll get his photo, and we'll see you in the next island. Okay, our next tree is here in Eastern Fairy Island. But yeah, I do like the change that they made to this water in HD. The fact that they give you more time for the water. And also, if you get the fast sail, it also makes this quest a lot easier. Because believe me, this quest is a lot harder in the original, because unless you have a very significantly planned route, this quest can be really difficult, as the 20-minute timer can be very unforgiving. Hey, this tree's back to life, so we'll get this Korok's photo, and I'll meet you in the next location. Right, so this one is actually a pretty easy Korok to get to. It's here on Great Fish. You want to go to the Spiral Island here, and it will be on top of the Spiral Island. So this one you can just directly teleport to. get to the top of the spire. Water you down. Get your photo and get to the next island. Alright, we're now approaching Needle Rock Island. This is where another one of the trees are, and ooh, I don't have its treasure. Alright, I'll quickly grab the treasure here. What is inside this chest? A silver rupee! Alright. You can die. I think I have your jelly, don't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Sweet. As we hear Mario hit coin blocks because of my alarmo. Now the next tree is going to be way over here. So give it some water. Watch it come to life. Get your photo. Even if I got your photo before, I'm just gonna take another photo just to be on the safe side. I'll see you on the next island. Alright, as we're getting chased by a shark, the next tree is here on this island, an island we've technically already been to. This is Mother and Child Island. Now, I would highly recommend you warp here from Tingle Island, because despite you being able to warp here to Mother and Child Island, you will end up inside of the island, and there's no way out from the inside, so you cannot reach the trees. So your best warp point is Tingle Island, since Tingle Island is the closest to Mother and Child. Kill you for your jelly. Give you some water. I love the faces on these trees. Anyway, let's get your photo. And there's just one more island to go to, so let's get there. If I can find my boat. There's my boat. We'll get the treasure and the map for the square in the next episode, because we're going to be coming to Mother and Child Island a lot. So I'll see you there. See you at the next island. Really? That annoying shark's back? Alright, oh god! Welcome to... I didn't want to talk to you, King. Welcome to Star Island. This is where the final, tree is at. Let's give it some water. And it somehow didn't accept. With the final tree to life, they grow into a massive tree. And gives us a piece of heart for our trouble. As you can see, we're around 19 minutes in the timer, so yeah. You would have around about 9 or so minutes left in the original. As long as you plan your route out efficiently, it is not too much of a trouble, but I know there are people that can never complete this quest. Now let's get your photo. And what do you have to say? Swordsman, come see how healthy my forest tree has become. Wow, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Sweet. Now, before we end the episode, I want to go back to Shark Island. So, I will cut to us going back there. Alright, we are back here at Shark Island. So, let's first look for the treasure. And then there's a little puzzle here at Shark Island. I don't believe there's any treasure charts or piece of hearts here. I think it's mostly for money. But it's worth checking out. We get another silver rupee. I'm actually gonna quickly go to Beetle's shop to spend a bit of money, so I'll cut. I'm curious, Beetle, can I sell you the water? I cannot buy that, I can only buy things that fit in a spoils bag. Okay, I was just curious. Cause I was hoping to get rid of it and then maybe fill it up with a red potion, but anyway. So at Shark Island, there's a bit of a puzzle here. So this, we're gonna need our boots. I will press that button down. There's, I believe, a switch or something on each part of the shark. Here on the dorsal fin, I think it's what's called on a shark, you slam that down. On the head, there is a button. And you hit this and nothing happens. What? Huh? Alright, I'm gonna cut until I figure this out. What the f- Okay, finally it worked. I don't know if there was a certain order or I just had to do it fast enough, but it finally decided to work. So open this place up. So there's another little battle dungeon here. What hit us? Oh, there's a random moblin here. What was he doing? Was he like cracking his neck? Ow. Oh, he hit his ally! Oh, there's a dark nut. Oh, thank you for killing the little guys for me. Oh, we got another one coming. How many are there? I don't remember this one being that tough. How did I not hit your... How did I not break your armor? What the hell? Ooh, hit both for the price of one. He slammed into the wall. Random Wizro. Oh, did that Dark Nut actually die from being slammed into the wall by his ally? Oh, but I just made that Moblin just no longer exist by clipping through the wall. Well, if you wanted a lot of combat in this episode, you're definitely getting it. Link, what on earth were you doing? Was the Moblin actually gonna hit me with the Dark Nut sword? We got free dark nuts. Ooh, hit both their health and broke both their armor. Sweet. Get rid of you. There you go. Let's break your helmet. How did I not hit you? Alright, where are you gonna be? Good, and after all that slaughter, I don't remember it being that many enemies in here. For your trouble, you get a silver rupee. Now we are maxed out. I'm just gonna quickly go outside because I forget if there's anything on top of the island. I think it says a blue chew. But yeah, this episode went on a little longer than I thought, even if I do cut. I thought, oh, I'll include Shark Island because this episode's probably gonna be short with all the cutting. If you wanted combat in this episode, Shark Island definitely fulfilled that quota. Where did that air current go? On the island, must act them all swiftly. Oh, so it is a time limit. Really? I'll see if I can try and get that wind current back up. If not, then I'll just end the episode. Alright, we got the air current back. So do you stay in one spot or do you move? You look like you stay. Oh, come on. Right, what's up here? Looks like a bunch of yellow rupees, and I presume there's a blue chew up here. Yep, there was. And with that, we will end the episode here. So in the next episode, I will meet you back at Windfall Island. So if you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.